Okay, and in the bottom drawer, this is where I store a lot of my embossing items, and also I store some of my ink pads, and I store my blocks and daubers for my ink. And up here is my lovely and wonderful Gypsy. So this is how I store my Gypsy. And I have a Gypsy bag also. So that lays next to it. So when I go to crafts, I'll just put my Gypsy inside of my bag. And I'll go to the crop. Okay, over here, I already did a video showing how I store my cartridges, my buttons, and my flowers. And some people cannot believe how many flowers I have, but everyone has an addiction, and my addiction is flowers. But I'll take it down and show you a little bit better. Inside of each of these containers are flowers. And I did it by color or either theme. Like this container right here is my Halloween flowers. So what I did was I got a bunch of flowers together that look like Halloween flowers in colors. And I put them in this container. So that's what I did with the flowers. And then inside of some of these compartments, when you buy them, they come with these extra bins. So inside of these bins are more flowers, just color coordinated with the colors that's on the outside, but just they're smaller. So in each of these containers are more flowers, as you can see, more flowers. And all the way down are nothing but more flowers in these containers, besides the ones that you see on this side. So that is how I store my flowers. And I also did a tutorial on how I store my Cricut cartridges. Down the bottom, these two right here are from A to Z. And those are font cartridges and also the ones with the cuts on them. On these cartridges, these are the ones that I store my seasonal cartridges. So this is how I store my seasonal cartridges. All of my seasonal cartridges are in here, and then my solution cartridges are in here. So this is how I'm storing my solution cartridges, and these are my seasonal cartridges. These are for the Cricut. Then over here, remember I said I ran out of storage usage for my buttons, but this is how I store my buttons. And then once I go to Joann's before the end of the week is out, I'm going to buy more of these containers. And what I like about these is that they have the separators. So most of them have the separators. Some of them don't. But if you buy two different kinds, you can separate them this way. So this is how I love to store my buttons. Now over here in this corner, this is how I store my kits that I buy. And I have a lot of kits. Sorry. I'm making you dizzy. And I'm going to label these one day. But for instance, I just wanted to show you like one of the kits that I have. Like this is a K&I Memories kit that I have right here. And what I like about these containers is you can actually take them to crops with you. You can just take the whole container. So this is all the paper and all embellishments for the K&I Summertime Juicy Collection. So what I do is I take this whole kit with me if I'm going to use this. And I actually put some things in here that I got from Target. This is another like summer kit. So I put both of those in there. And then This is one of Anna Griffin's kits. I'm not sure what this is called. Let me see. This is called the Darcy Collection. So this, I believe I got this one from HSN on clearance. So this has like all the embellishments for the Darcy kit. And then this is another Anna Griffin kit that I got from HSN. And this was her Valentine's Day kit. But it has all of the paper. This is actually 2 of Anna Griffin's kits in here. And the other one, let me see what the other one is called. Doesn't have a name on it. But these are 2 of her kits together. So that's how I store my embellishment kits. And I have, like, as you see, I have so many more on the top. Like, these are all kits in here and in here. So that is how I store my kits. Then, if you go over here to this section, in the back of here, I just keep different paper stacks that I'm not really too fond of anymore. So I'll just store them in here. Then more paper. Paper, 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 paper. More paper. More paper. And this right here is my Copic markers. I don't have a lot of Copics. I'm actually starting to now get into Copics. So before I really wanted, started coloring with my Copics, I would rather get more of the colors. But that is how I store my Copic markers. Over here is a binder, and I store my ideas. Like, I'll see something online and I'll store them in these books. On this shelf is how I keep my Your Story and my Cricut Expressions. Whenever I use my Cricut Expressions, I'll just take out my Your Story from the bag, move it, put it on the floor, and use my Cricut Expressions. This right here is my Cricut Create. I bought this to really more so go to crops with. This is my jukebox, which I no longer really use. And down the bottom is a tote, one of my totes that I take to the crops with me sometimes. And right here, I might take this to the to the crop with me. And this right here, just some items that I received with my flip share camera when I bought my flip share camera. And then down here on this side is how I store some of my chipboard. This goes to some of my kits. And this right here is vellum down here. These are some of the different phrases that you can get in quotes. I store them here. And then this section right here is just paper that I keep up here for my son, for like scrap paper that he can use. Then right here is my design studio. And this is how I store my Cricut blades. I store them in here. This also is how sometimes when I go to crops, I'll put my Cricut cartridges in here. So this stores my Cricut cartridges. And then in here I'll keep my cutters and all of down the bottom. Down here, let me move this out the way. This is how I store my blades. I mean, not my blades, my mats. So down here is how I store my extra Cricut mats. They're under this container right here. Then I did a video before on this. This is how I store my chipboard. Now you can see when I first did it, I wasn't finished putting all of my chipboard in here. So I'm now finished doing my chipboard. So this is how I store my chipboard, and I still have more chipboard. This was my toilet paper rolls, my card maker kit in here, and down here is where I store my wood mounted blocks. So I am now running out of time on this video, and I will have another video for you shortly with my next part.